Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Mushoku Tensei Season 2 Episode 19 reaction. So the previous episode, things were looking good, everything was going great for Rudy, like he was able to have the conversation with his sister, like that whole thing with Norn, it's okay now, or they're trying their best. Sylphie, his relation with Sylphie is also going well. Sylphie got pregnant as well. Like everything's looking good over there. In the other parts of his relationships, like for example, him helping Nanahoshi out and the other things that are doing also going well. And then in comes a letter which Geese wrote, and he has written how they might need his help for saving Zenith. And Paul hasn't mentioned because obviously Paul probably doesn't want to bother Rudy, but Geese says that they need help. So now Rudy's thinking, what should I do? He was like thinking about what they can do. A lot of people gave a lot of advice. In the end, he decided, oh, he also had a conversation with Hitogami as well. Hitogami also was like, no, don't go there, this and that. But in the end, when he saw Non was trying to leave on her own, trying to take care of the situation, he decided that no, he has to go. Even though he will be leaving Sylphie back here, he probably won't be able to stay when his child is born, but he has to go and save his mother. So yeah, and now he is off, I'm guessing. Let's see how this goes. So this is episode number 19. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, she said that you don't go, but obviously he cannot just sit there. Yeah, she's going there as well, so 8. Oh my. Oh yeah. What? Well, obviously. Like that'll be messed up in a lot of ways. Yeah. He hasn't told her? Him? Yeah. 16 months, yeah. Hmm. Damn, 2 years. Yeah, he's definitely not coming back in time for his child. Oh god. Well, I'll be going on a trip. Hmm. Oh yeah, he also cannot help her during that time. Hmm. Oh boy. Yeah, I knew she was going to react like this because a lot of the experiments that she does, like, needs Rudy's help. Okay. What? Did... Oh! Oh my god! Hey yo! Fast travel unlocked! This is literally fast travel. Oh, this is going to help a lot. Oh, that I forgot his name. Ofted, yeah. 1 month. Wait, so yeah, very quickly. It's like, even if it takes like a longer time, like 1 month to go, 1 month to come back, and hmm, I'm just thinking that whatever extra time they take, it won't be more than 4 or 5 months. Like 2 months to go and come back, and 3 months I'm just like approximately I'm thinking like 3 months to maybe find Zenith and help her out. And Sylvie recently like shared the news that she's pregnant. So 8 months, yeah, 8 months, isn't it? Yeah, the gestation period, 8 months. I think so. Yeah, eight, no, nine. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm just forgetting. It's either 8 or 9 months. I've forgotten completely. 9 months, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. For a moment, I forgot. Completely forgot. Bro, that was a big help. Like, imagine 2 years to go, and Nana she brings out the secret of fast travel, and she's like, "Oh, the journey that it thought will take 2 years, will probably be done in 2 months." So right. Oh, this is a big help. Thank God we went and talked to Nanahoshi first. Hmm. Oh yeah, I should didn't know. Like, it'll be a bit quicker. Hmm. Oh yeah, the whole mana. Oh, I forgot about that completely. This is a literal PTSD inducing thing for them. I think so. Right. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Guess it makes sense. Isn't that more of a death flag? Rudy's. Hmm. I feel like she's more concerned about the fact that he'll be doing the teleportation thing because that's literally what destroyed both of their lives. Right. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, nice. Yeah. Forest where this okay. Hmm. Okay, so 1 month, 1 week. Hmm. Oh. Okay. Oh, here we go. Smaller version. Hmm. uh, hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Hmm. Right, we're in the forest now. Yeah. Right. Hmm. Okay. Dragon Cell. Silat. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh god, those are traps and stuff, I feel like. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, so that was like an illusion magic that dispelled to come in. Okay. Different. Okay. Hmm. Well, Rudy also has a few. Right. Okay, are we here? All right. Nice. Oh no. What's happening? No, no, I don't. Okay. Um, is there like a time lag or something? I don't know. We should have made sure if there's like a time lag. I guess like you cannot really say that. What the? Okay. Yeah. There's a time lag. Okay, there's a time lag. I was just thinking. It's not a big one. Maybe like, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes probably. Right, we're here. Oh boy, imagine. Like, it was good that we had the teleporter. If we had to walk through this, oh my god. Mm. There it is. Yes. We have to camp here. Yeah. Oh, I guess, yeah, we do have the ruins. We can stay there. Yeah, this is reminding me of the whole teleportation incident when Rujit and they, Eris and him. Damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, so we have to walk like this for 1 month? It'll take 1 month. Oh, Eris is. Not Eris, sorry. What's her name? Elena Liz. Hello? What is that? Ins- what? There's some kind of an incense that was burning. Something's happening. What was that? Oh, the mana. Okay, I see. That's why he's also getting the effect of. What the hell? Alright, this is some kind of a. No, no, it's some kind of succubus. Rudy, that is. That, that's a monster. It's going to. Yup. Yup. Wait, was it the succubus that was affecting them? Damn, in the middle of the desert, succubus? So it was the succubus that was affecting them. I was thinking, I was like, why is getting Rudy getting affected? Right. Oh yes. Oh boy, Rudy's attacks are just. Well, he was almost able to damage Orsted with that spell. Nice. Oh. Wait, what? What's that? A tortoise? Is that an oasis or is that a mirage? Oh, it's an oasis. Okay. Nice. Oh, the whole the curse is affecting her. Yeah, I guess. What is that? What the hell? Nice. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, it's a griffon. Oh god. Oh my god, there's two. All right. Hmm. Nice. All right. His future detecting thing. Okay, done. He just to make sure he just burnt it as well. Move. Nice. Oh. Well, Griffon. We're eating Griffon today? Oh, wait, they really are. Okay. Right. Mm. Wait, Ruby's 16 now? Oh no, back. Okay, when they met. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. What kind of drama? Yeah. Mm. Oh, damn. What the? Hey, traversing this. Oh, that's it. Oh, damn. Okay. So we are in Rapan, right? The journey would have been a lot bigger if we didn't get the teleportation thing. Ah. Hmm. Is that it? There's something else. No, that is it. And that was today's episode. That was episode number 19 of Mushoku Tensei season 2. So today's episode was basically them getting prepared for the journey and going through the journey and reaching Rapan. So that was basically today's episode. So it was divided into two sections. The very first section was Rudy talking to everyone, telling them that I'm going to go and getting ready and then leaving house. And then the second half was basically them going through the journey and reaching Rapan. So today's episode, a few things I have to discuss about. First of all, the journey that they thought they're going to take at least 16 months, like Alina Liz was like, oh, we're probably going to like it will need 8 months to go, 8 months to come back, and then if there's some other complications, maybe a few more months. So roughly 2 years, but the journey itself will take 18 months. 16 months. So that was the estimate of the journey. However, with Nanahoshi's help, we were able to bring it down to 2 months, like literally, like very low, from 16 months to 2 months. That is insane. Like 1/8 of the whole thing. So great. That was actually really good. Now, Rudy can come back before Sylphie's child is before their child is born, and and it'll take like 2 months, roughly 2.5 months for them to do the journey. Wait, I need to check something. What is the gestation period for human pregnancies? I cannot remember. It's either 9 or 8 months. Let me check. Probably 9 months. Wait, 280 days, 40 weeks. Come on, in months. 9 months, that means, yeah. 9 to 10 months. I guess it depends. Yeah, 9 to 10 months. 10 months. Okay, so since it's 10 months, then I think Sylphie, it was very recently that Sylphie told Rudy, so not much time has spent after that. Maybe like a few weeks. I'm not really sure exactly. But in that case, that would mean since they'll need 2 months to go, and that means 8, 7, 7. They'll have like 7 more months. They'll have like 7 months extra after if you subtract the traveling time. Within that 7 months, I doubt that it'll take that long for them to save Zenith. I'm not really sure what situation she is in, but so basically we have like 6 to 7 months time to properly find Zenith and save her. More than that, Rudy's child will be born without Rudy. That kind of thing. So yeah, okay. Now, that was great help from Nanahoshi. Nanahoshi gave him like a very good, a thing. And yeah, that scene was literally, I'm like, that's literally like in a video game, you unlocking fast travel. Like up until that time, fast travel wasn't unlocked, and at that point of time, when Nanahoshi gave him that scroll, fast travel is unlocked. Yeah, that's kind of like that, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, after that they say goodbye to each, to everyone. Rudy talks to Sylphie, talks to Aisha, tells them stuff, and gives them the responsibility to be there, stay safe. She tells Aisha that if you have any problem, if any type of problem, ask others for help. Don't try to solve it on your own, this and that. And over there, obviously the whole situation with Elena Lace and Cliff as well, they had to talk. Elena Lace talked with Cliff, and obviously Rudy was like, your whole curse situation, obviously in no way can I do anything to help you out on the journey. And Elena Lace was like, yeah, obviously, because yeah, in no way, come on, he's literally Sylphie's grandma. Come on. Yeah, it's going to be very bad. So and okay, so here's the thing. I don't really know about the whole situation with the thing, the apparatus that Cliff made for Elena Lace, but that part which we see later on. I was thinking that like Eleanor's was obviously kind of like like rubbing her legs and everything, and I was like, oh, probably Eleanor's curse is like acting up or something. But then I saw like there was like a pink like fume kind of going, and then Rudy's also acting like that. I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is that pink fume? Like in no way is Rudy in his right mind that he's going to do something like that. Because this isn't the previous Rudy. This is the new Rudy. He's not going to act like this. So I was like, something's definitely wrong. And I thought, like now here's like I said, I'm not really sure what does that apparatus does. For a moment, I thought maybe the apparatus is also linked with Rudy, because I remember Cliff saying something to Rudy about how like Rudy has to help out with that because of his huge mana pool. He can help out with that, with the thing or something like that. He said, I think I remember. I don't properly remember. So I was thinking here, oh, maybe the apparatus that is trying to keep Elena Lee's curse down, maybe that is also affecting Rudy or something. That's why Rudy's also acting like that. And then literally a few moments later, like we see that there's a succubus, and I'm like, oh, so never mind. It was none of that. It was a succubus. So yeah, that part was my mistake. But for a moment, I thought maybe that apparatus is also linked with Rudy. Maybe because Rudy has a huge mana pool. Maybe that's why that's helping. That's why Rudy's also getting affected. But no, that wasn't the case. Like that apparatus is solely for Elena Lilies, I'm guessing. And Rudy was acting like that because of the succubus that was outside. The succubus, probably some kind of a fume that succubus like gave out. It affected Rudy at that time, and Rudy was acting like that. So yeah, there you go. Right. And yeah, and then like I said, that was the first section. The second section was them reaching like the teleporter. Like it was in like like kind of hidden. There was like a spell, like a concealing spell that concealed that place. They gave the incantation, the spell wore off, they went in, used the teleporter. We also got to know that the teleporter doesn't work instantaneously. It's like there's like a little time lag, like maybe like 10-15 minutes or something. So yeah, that's what happened. Right. And then finally, oh, and then there was that section as well where Eleanor had to go out because of her curse. She couldn't really, like, I guess, suppress it anymore at that time. When they reached that little town, like that little oasis town or whatever. Either way, in the end, they fought the Griffon after that, all that stuff. They talked a little bit about Paul, and then finally we are in Rapan. And this place looks absolutely gorgeous. Just look at this place. Obviously it's like desert and everything, but then there's like this huge bone rib cage of a whatever monster. I don't know what that is, but it's huge. It's probably some kind of dragon or something, I'm guessing. And then there are underneath that rib cage, there's like a little like a water body, like oasis type of some trees, some flowers, and this scene was really gorgeous. Like it was a very picturesque scene, I guess. But I'm guessing that is, oh, that I just realized that's not flowers. Oh my god. Hey yo. That's the buildings of the, oh great. Bro. I just realized now. I thought those were flowers. No, those are, I think that's the town, isn't it? That's the buildings. Bro, okay, that is crazy. Oh, so that is okay. So that is the town, the Rapan, like I'm guessing those are the buildings. Okay, wow. I thought those were flowers. I genuinely thought those were flowers or something. Never mind. But yeah, it does look like it a little bit if you see it from the distance. But yeah, we are here in Rapan. Oh, so like the whole place, the whole like city is like underneath a huge like a rib cage of a monster. Wow, that's interesting. Right. And there you go. That was today's episode. So yeah, great episode. We are here, and now we have to meet Paul and see what's going on. and like help Zenith out. Let's wait and see. Okay, now that was that. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene in case I missed something. In the very first scene, we get to see Rudy talking to Elena. Obviously, Rudy has to talk to Elena because Elena is going there, and like Rudy is like, I need to talk to her and I need to tell her that I will also be going. So he's like, okay, I will also be going. Obviously Elena is like, I told you that you can leave it to me, but Rudy's like, no, like this is obviously something I have to deal with myself. you know so yeah, I have to go. Either way, Elena is like, fine, like obviously since you are going, I'm also going, so let's just go together. um right, and then they're like making plans how to go. So they have a map in front of them. So Elena is like, from my estimation, it'll take 8 months for one trip. So 8 months to go, 8 months to come back, 16 months, like to for the journey, and then maybe a little bit extra to help Zenith out and all that. Like, so like 2 years basically. And Elena is like, but the problem is my curse. And obviously Rudy immediately says like, in no way can I help you out with that, because obviously. And Elena is like, yeah, obviously I don't expect that as well. And then like Rudy also asks about Cliff's like magical apparatus, at which Elena says that I still haven't talked to him. So if you remember in the previous episode, she kind of said that I'm going to tell Cliff that I've broken up this and that. Oh no, wait, I think she said like I already broke up with him. So I guess she probably said that and didn't say anything why she broke up, and that she's going to. I think that's probably what happened. So she still hasn't talked to him after that. At which Rudy's like, please talk to him, like tell him what's going on, and like ask him for his help if he's able to give you that magical like thing. Right, anyway, so they have that conversation, and then after that Rudy is like, I need to tell everyone about it. First, obviously, he goes to Nanahoshi to tell her that I'll be going out for 2 years, and at that point, that amount of time I won't be able to help you out with the experimentation. Now we obviously know how much the experimentation means to Nanahoshi. We've seen how she almost broke down when it didn't work. She like was almost like a lost hope and everything. We saw all of that. And we also know that Rudy's help is very like important for the experiment. So I was like, yeah, Nanahoshi is probably going to be very sad, like realizing that for 2 years they literally won't be able to do anything. And obviously Nanahoshi at first was like completely, like you can see that the light completely went out of her eyes for a moment, and then she's like, okay, wait, just a minute. She was kind of thinking, and Rudy's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't help. Tries to leave, and she's like, wait, I have something for you. And then she brings out like a little box in which there's like a map kind of thing. And Rudy's like, what is this? Okay, it's a map of teleportation circles across the world. And Rudy's like, what the hell? Like, obviously, anyone would have reacted like that. Like, literal teleportation spells. So you can cut down the time by so much. Okay, so what is written on that page? Location of teleportation circle connecting Sharia to Begarit. So I'm guessing there are, like, since, these are like two different places, I'm guessing each place has like a teleportation circle connecting it to like the other place. Like, since this is, as she says, this is connecting Sharia to Begarit. Maybe there's like in another town there's another teleportation circle which you might need, and each of them I'm guessing is probably just hidden in like like that illusion spell or whatever. Like each of them is hidden. You need to like cast an incantation to take out the illusion so that you can go and use it. And Nanahoshi has the incantation, what you need to say, also the location of where the each teleportation like circle is, and she's like, this will help you out, obviously. And Rudy's like, wait, you said that, like, where's that part? Yeah, you said that you didn't remember where they were, at which she's like, he told me to keep quiet. Obviously, I'm guessing it's Orsted she's talking about. And she's like, but, like, I think this is important to you now. And she tells him what to do. She's like, you go over here, then from here it'll take 1 month to go to Rapan. So, like it'll cut out a lot of time, it'll help you out a lot. And she also says, like, do not tell this to anyone except the few people that will know about this, because if some other country get to know about this, they'll probably break it and destroy it. So, it's like a top secret thing. And Rudy's like, wow, this is going to help a lot. I might actually be able to come back home for for like Sylvie and my child's birth. So, like he's like, he thanks her, and she's like, come back quickly. Like I'll need your help for the experiments. So, great news. And then after that, she goes back home. He talks to everyone. He tells no one kind of knew that he's going to go, because she had that conversation with him before. But obviously Sylvie and Aisha had like no clue about it, that he's going to go. Sylvie had an inkling that he might go. So, both of them were like, okay. And in the end, like the first thing, obviously Sylvie asks, like, how long will it take? At which Rudy says that it's not 100% sure, but I might be able to cut it down to 2 months, for the transportation. And this is where he says, like, oh, there's like teleportation circles, at which Sylvie immediately reacts to. And I completely forgot about that. But yeah, teleportation in itself is something that is literally a trauma for both of these, especially Sylvie. So, obviously Sylvie is going to react to that like that. But Rudy's like, don't worry, everything will be okay. And he tells Non and Aisha to be, back home and help out about everything. And then they were talking about, like, how about I name my child before I leave. At which they're like, no, that's bad omen. Like, like, what? Why? Like, why would you do that? Come back and then you'll. Now it's kind of funny, because Rudy says, like, oh wait, so this is like some kind of a death flag to them. At which I was thinking, like, immediately after that, Aisha was like, oh, when you come back, then you can, you'll name the child. And I was literally thinking, that is also a death flag, isn't it? Like, like when you tell that you're going to do something after doing something else, like coming back from a journey, that's also a death flag. So both of them are death flags, I guess, in a way. So yeah, anyways, I doubt anything that major is going to happen. Or you know what, I have no idea. Like, this is Mushoku Tensei. I have no clue how this is going to go. Like, this is the thing, I feel like the fact that Rudy's there kind of makes me a lot more, I don't know, like a lot more, what's that word, confident that everything will be okay. Because I don't know, I genuinely don't see Rudy being, I don't know, like really, like I have a hard time imagining Rudy getting defeated. Like, yeah, he did get defeated before, with Orsted. We saw that. Like, I know, like, he's not an omnipotent, like, light novel isekai protagonist or anything. But still, I still I have a hard time, like, picturing Rudy getting defeated. So, I don't know. Let's wait and see, Right. Okay, so anyways, so they say goodbye, and then Aisha's like, okay, then you don't have to like decide on a name. We'll call, just in case, we'll call him Rudy Junior for now. Rudy is Junior. Then after you come back, you can name your child. So there you go. Everything is okay now, and like, there you go. After that, Rudy next day goes to the principal. I think Janus, that's his name. He gets permission to borrow the books about teleportation and the Begarit continent, and then like, says goodbye to everyone else, talks to Lilia and Pursena, all that stuff done. So yeah, finally we are on the day of when we are going to leave. So on the day of departure, Rudy's there, Elena is there getting ready to go, Cliff is there, over there Sylvie and his family is there. So they say goodbye to Rudy, Sylvie says goodbye to Rudy, Cliff says goodbye to Elena Liz. Cliff is like, Okay, so here we go. We got her the new version of that thing, and she's like, it's an elastic, so it is no problem wearing it from the outside. Um, and yeah, gives it to Rudy. Okay, no, so Rudy's the one who's wearing it. Okay, so I was correct. Right. So, like I said, I've kind of forgotten how the apparatus exactly works. I think he kind of explained it in one of the previous episode. I just cannot remember it properly, but I think it depends on the fact that Rudy has a huge mana pool, so that probably feeds Elinelli's mana, and that is why, like, the curse is kind of low, like it can be suppressed, something like that. So it's for Rudy. He's going to wear it, isn't it, to help Elinelli's out? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, anyways, so after that, like, Eleanor says goodbye to Cliff, and then Cliff is like, after you come back, like, we'll get married. I haven't bought a house still. Maybe that's what's making you, like, a little bit, anxious. But I'm sorry, I haven't, like, done anything to make you less anxious. So after you come back, we're going to, like, yeah. And Ellen is like, it's like crying. She's like, but I was going to go away without telling you anything. Either way, like, they hug out and, all that stuff. Over there, Sylvie also hugs Rudy. Non and Asha's like, don't worry, everything will be okay here. Elena tells Sylvie that, don't worry about Rudy. I'll be sure to protect him. And, they go off on their journey. And they go, they can journey up until the forest, where they say goodbye to the guy with the horse, and then they enter the forest, and inside the forest, obviously, there's the teleportation thing. So they come up in front of that place where there's like that little slab of stone, and there's like a mark, a logo of a dragon, I think, yeah. And Rudy, like, uses the incantation to release the barrier, and it releases the illusion, and they get inside like a little labyrinth. So they go in, and at the end of the labyrinth, they find a teleportation circle. It's glowing, so it'll probably work. So they get on. So like, he reads that what we are supposed to do is stand on top of the circle. If there's anyone along with us, grab their hand and just stay there, and we'll get teleported. So they're like, all right, let's do this then. It's a two-way teleportation circle. Everything will be okay. And yeah, so Inez is like, I have some bad memories about teleportation. And Rudy's like, yeah, same. Same for me as well. So they go on top of that circle, gets teleported, and yeah, it's fine, everything is okay. So they step out of the circle, and the circle starts glowing again. So it's going to work again, that means. And like, here Rudy was like, maybe I should just test and go back. At which Inez is like, no, you don't go. Let me go, like, because I don't want to go, and like, just in case you're not able to come back, I don't want to get the responsibility of going to Paul and explaining about everything. Obviously, because he doesn't like Paul, number one. Number two, like, it's a responsibility, like, that she has taken so that Rudy is safe. So, like, him going back is going to completely defeat the purpose. So she's like, I'm going to do it, so you stay back. At which Ennis goes back, and I was thinking, like, why would you do that? Even if it doesn't work, is there any point on testing it? Because just imagine a scenario where it's not going to work. You step into it, you go back, and it's not working. You cannot come back again. Then that completely defeats the purpose of using the teleportation circle. Like, what was the whole point? Isn't it? Like, we have to go there. We have to go to Begarit continent. No way or the other. Either we walk through the whole thing, for 8 months, 9 months, or we use the teleportation circle. The teleportation circle worked once. If it doesn't work the second time, it's fine. We can try that later when we come back. When we come back, and if we test it and see that it's not working, then we can walk back. What's the whole point in testing it now? And if it doesn't work, we have to then again walk back. Like, I did not understand the logic behind this whole thing, because isn't that the thing? Like, we need to remember, we have to go there. So it worked once, so just keep it like that, and then just go there, do your job, come back, and then test it out after 1 or 2 months after saving Zenith. If it doesn't work, then it's fine. If it works, then it's okay. That kind of thing. But I don't know. I didn't understand the logic behind it, because I feel like if it's like, it's all well and good that it worked. If it suddenly didn't work, they would have been in more trouble. Like, Rudy would have stayed here, Illinois would have been on the other side, and then she would have to come here like 8 months, 9 months, while Rudy would have to go to Begarit on his own, and like, probably come in contact with Paul, try to save Zenith, and while all the while Illinois will probably be still on the journey coming here. You know, like, that would defeat the whole purpose. So yeah, I don't know. At least that's what my logic said. My logic was like, just leave it be, do our mission first, come back, and then if it doesn't work, we can just walk then. That kind of thing. Anyways, after that, and Ellen is like left after that, and Rudy was like sitting down, and Rudy's like, it's quite a while, isn't it? That she's not coming. So Rudy's kind of like looking through the different places, like like moving through the labyrinth, and wait, at this part I don't understand. What was this? Like, Rudy gets up, he's like looking through the place, the labyrinth, and he opens a cupboard, and oh, I just realized it's Orsted's dress, isn't it? Because obviously Orsted probably uses this teleportation, like, circle, and he probably like kept like a spare dress in a cupboard, because he might need to change it or sometimes. I think while reacting, I didn't realize what it was. I was like, what is that? Some kind of a dress? Whose dress is it? And now that I'm seeing it, I just realized, like, Rudy opens the cupboard and he sees Osted's dress, and he makes a weird face, like, oh my god. Yeah, and then Eleanor comes back. So Rudy's like, there's a little lag, so that means obviously it doesn't happen instantaneously, because for Illinois it was like it immediately happened, but Rudy's like, there's like a little bit of time lag, but it's fine, it wasn't a big amount of time, so it's okay. So then they come out of that place and start walking. It's the desert, it's hot, and they have to journey for like 1 month like this, and like, they're moving through the desert, and like, just extremely hot, extremely tired. Yes, and they're like, they like made like a camp. Obviously Rudy used his like earth bending skills, earth bending skills to like make a little hut. And okay, so this is where the problem strikes. Like, I kind of like I said, I kind of misunderstood this section. First of all, we see Ellen is kind of squirming in in her bed, and I was like, oh, so the curse is probably affecting her now. And then there was like a pink misty smoke, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Obviously, immediately that made me realize that something is going on, something like wrong is going on. And you see Rudy's like flushed all over, and like tries to touch Elinelise, but then he immediately like restrains himself when Elinelise like says Cliff, and Rudy goes out. Now here at this point I was like, oh, something's going on, what is happening? Like, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's like the Cliff, that the magic thing that Cliff gave, maybe it's affecting Rudy as well. But then, like, yeah, he's like, I thought I could hold it back, but it's, my mind is fuzzy. Obviously it's the succubus affecting him, and he looks outside and he sees a girl, standing there. And right, and I was like, yeah, it's a succubus. Like, what else is it? Like, like a succubus, maybe like a mare or something, either a mare or a succubus, like either of it. Either way, so, and then that's when I was like, yeah, it wasn't like that magic thing that was affecting them. It's probably the succubus. So yeah, Rudy goes towards like the succubus, obviously, and I'm guessing Annalise probably immediately realized something's wrong, and comes and attacks the succubus, and yeah, it completely transforms into a succubus, and they start fighting. Annalise immediately takes care of it and kills it. Right. So yeah, like if Rudy went close to the succubus probably would have gotten him and ate him or something. Wait, so is this like a different type of a succubus? Because usually isn't aren't succubus creatures which who just prey on humans who are sleeping? They enter people through their dream and like sucks their vitality out. Like succubus and incubuses aren't that what usually that's what we see. But this succubus was like directly going to attack him or something, I guess. I'm guessing this is like maybe like a little bit different type of a succubus. I don't know. No, wait, maybe like also like it turned into like a creature. Wait, let me check something. Maybe this is like a I don't know. Like maybe it's like a different type of succubus because usually the succubuses that I've seen, they're basically creatures that prey on people while they're sleeping. Like they go inside people's dreams and show them like dreams and suck their vitality like that. But this thing was literally outside, ready to pounce on Rudy. Like, who knows? Anyways, either way, Rudy's still getting affected. So Ellis is like, "Are you okay, Rudy?" And Rudy's like, it's just once, you cannot do it once with me. And in a weird way, he's like saying, and Aeneas is like, come on. Whacks his head with the shield. And she's like, come on, use the detoxification real quick. Right. Oh, I see what's happening here. I think I got my answer. So basically, he does with the belt thing is he provides mana to it. That's what he's doing. You can see like he's sitting down and providing mana to it. And I think Elionlis wears it, isn't it? Okay, I see. I thought Rudy's wearing it and somehow it's connected to Elionlis or something. No, so he gives it mana because obviously he has a huge amount of mana pool, so he can easily give it mana, and then Elionlis wears it, which probably subsides and suppresses the curse. Okay, now Rudy's like, Elionlis, I'm sorry, like, yeah, that succubus affected me, and Elionlis kind of like makes fun of him for a moment. Anyways, after that they go again, like they're on their journey, they move forward. We see Rudy and Elionlis fighting like a scorpion, whatever the hell this was, and obviously Rudy has his like the thing that he does with his stone bullets that he uses. Those big things that he uses. I don't know what they're called. Those stone projectiles. You know, it's literally like a tank shell. He like launches at the enemy. It's more dangerous than a tank shell because it rotates at high speed, just goes through any type of armor. Like, yeah, we've seen how strong it is. He used that against Orsted, and then like he's like we like meet a lot of creatures. Then there was like a little tortoise that was like following us. Then we like come across like a little oasis town where they go and actually have a proper decent meal after a long amount of time, and probably have water as well over there. And then one night, Elise is like, "Oh, I'm going a little bit out," and Rudy's like, "Where are you going to?" And she's like, "Men hunting. You can go to sleep first." Obviously, Rudy's like, "Yeah, like the curse is definitely, like she's not able to subside it. Prototype is still a prototype, so she's still being affected by it. So yeah, so Rudy's like, we have to immediately, like, as soon as possible, we have to complete this task of saving Zenith and come back. And then finally, like we come across like a big cliff kind of thing. So Rudy obviously has his elevator magic. He can literally pop out like a thing and ride on top of it. So they uses it to go on top of that cliff, and two Griffons immediately come, and I'm guessing that was like their territory or whatever, and immediately comes in and attacks them. And Rudy and Elenilis fights against the two Griffons. Obviously, Rudy has his foresight ability. He can literally see a few seconds into the future. So he easily takes care of the Griffon. First he like launches that like projectile towards it, and then he burns it completely. And after that, we see Elena Liz was still fighting against the other Griffon. And like I don't know, like up until not up until now, but like I'm a few moments, like like few episodes ago, I think as well. I was under the impression that Elenis was like some kind of a mage or something. No, she's a fighter. She's like a sword shield kind of like character. She's like a like a person with like melee weapons and all that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm like I see elf, I immediately think they're mages or like either mage or like people with like ranged bow and arrows. That's the two things that my mind goes towards immediately as I see an elf. But obviously that's not the case. Not all the time that's the case. There are also elf like warriors as well. So yeah. Right. So and then Rudy takes care of the other Griffon as well, helps out Eleanor with that, and then they eat like Griffon meat. For a moment, I was like, oh, are they going to eat Griffon meat? And then I was like, probably not. Like this isn't dungeon meshy. Like this is. And then I'm like, wait, they are actually eating the Griffon meat. Like immediately when I thought that they're going to probably eat the Griffon, I was like, wait, maybe not, because that actually happens in dungeon mesh. Like they kill the monster and they immediately eat it. That's literally the whole one of the parts of the show. So I was like, dungeon mesh is affecting me too much. As soon as I see a monster getting killed, I'm like, oh, maybe they're going to eat it. So yeah, probably they're not going to do it. But then I see they're actually eating it. But yeah, it makes sense. Obviously, it's a Griffon. A good source of meat. And here in the middle of the desert, they have no other options. So they have to eat it. So yeah. So Rudy like gives Eleanor like and Eleanor is like eating with kind of like licking her hands and everything, and Rudy's like, come on, like manners please. Eleanor is like, oh, you sound like your mother. And then Rudy asks Eleanor about his mother, and he's like, what, like did you meet her when she was my age or something, like 16? And and for a moment I was like, wait, is Rudy 16 now? And then I remember, no, he's saying that when they met, he was 16. And yeah, when he and Eleanor met, he was 16. It was quite a while ago, a few years ago that happened. So now I think Rudy's probably like 21 or something maybe. I'm not 100% sure his exact age. He looks like 21 years old. Either way, so he's like he asks Eleanor about his mother, and she kind of like Eleanor kind of tells her about how she met Zenith when he was of the same age, 16, and she says like she was a clueless, innocent little girl. Paul picked her up and dragged her with us, and and then Rudy's like, I feel like Dad wants to apologize to you about something, and Eleanor is like not really saying anything, and Rudy's like, is there something that happened? Eleanor is like, you want to hear what your dad used to do? You know what type of person your dad is or dad was. You want to hear any of that? And Rudy's like, you know what? Probably not. It's fine. And just go and talk to Dad when you guys meet each other. I feel like he wants to apologize. So so if you can forgive him. No, she says, I'm not going to. Oh yeah, Rudy says like just talk to him, and she says, I'm not going to forgive him no matter what. So it's very interesting because it must be something very serious that Paul did, that Alien Elise is like, I'm not going to forgive him. Because yeah, it definitely must be, because like, what am I even saying? We know what type of person Paul was. Like he's a bit, so yeah, I can guess maybe something crazy he did. And it's funny because the other person that went along with him, Ghislaine also hates Paul. Not hates in that sense, I guess, but she doesn't have a good impression about Paul, and so it's just like this guy, like Paul. But either way, like I'm just like trying to imagine, like, what did he even do that Eleanor hates him so much? Like, just imagine. Anyways, right. So after that, all that aside, they move forward and they finally reach Rapan. And yeah, this place is actually really beautiful. Like I said, there's like a huge rib, like cage, a bone of a dragon or whatever. Underneath, there's the town. Like I said, I mistook that town, the city buildings for flowers. I thought those were flowers blooming. I thought like, oh, what a nice place. A little bit of a lake, and then there's like a little bit of a like flowers scattered here and there. No, those are not flowers. Those are probably buildings. I just realized that is literally the city. Oh boy. But anyways, yeah, that is where it ended. So yeah, great episode. Let's see how this goes. We have to save Zenith and come back as soon as possible. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. This was my reaction to episode number 19 of Mushoku Tensei season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Mushoku Tensei. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.